This is News 3 Now at 10.
For a fifth day in a row, more than 2,000 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in Wisconsin. There were also nearly 50 new hospitalizations and 3 more deaths. DHS officials report 1 in 5 new tests came back positive today. That's a rate of 21.9%, making it the 3rd consecutive day we have seen 20% or higher. The rise in COVID-19 cases statewide is being reflected in school districts, forcing many in our area to make some pretty tough decisions.
2 Partyville school buildings are closed today after 3 positive COVID cases as other area schools prepare to reopen this week. Madeline O'Neill tells us how districts are finding that balance between face-to-face learning and safety. Maddie?
Right, well, the Partyville area superintendent says that those 3 cases didn't come from within the schools, but are more likely linked to the recent uptick of cases we've seen statewide. And of course, they're not the only school district learning how to navigate through this.
There's no playbook for it.
Without much past experience to draw on, Broadhead School District Superintendent Lenny Loix says he and his team can only plan to be flexible.
We worked all summer to set up a 3-tiered plan.
At the start of the semester, the district settled on all face-to-face instruction, but quickly shifted to all virtual learning at the high school when several students tested positive for COVID-19 following a get-together the weekend before school started.
And we got to see how fast something like that can spread.
23 total students ended up testing positive.
Would have been out of control if we went to shut everything down.
We were going fine until over the weekend.
Partyville Area School District Superintendent Gus Knitt says contact tracing has cleared the high school to reopen Thursday after its recent case. But the elementary school will need to stay closed until October 12th because its 2 cases may have exposed more people.
Oh, it's that constant balancing act.
Knitt expects to continue walking that line, erring on the side of safety.
We try to make sure that we are prepared to make that transition as smoothly as possible when we have to go to all virtual.
After 3 weeks of closure, the Broadhead High School will reopen at 50% capacity this week, following more deep cleaning and no more evidence of virus transmission.
All the students that were in that initial batch of students will all be cleared and out of quarantine and out of isolation.
Loix says closing again is a real concern, but this year is a lesson in adaptability.
As sad as it is, it's a matter of time for everybody. Well, I think almost everybody will go through this situation at one time or another.
Partyville's superintendent says reopening those buildings will involve plenty of deep cleaning. He also mentioned that one of the main reasons that the elementary school will need to stay closed is because many of the teachers were possibly exposed to the virus.
Maddie, thank you. The Janesville School District also going through a similar situation today, announcing Adams Elementary School is pivoting to virtual instruction due to staffing issues. The district says several staff members are currently being quarantined after being identified as a close contact of other people who've tested positive. The pivot to virtual learning will go into effect on Wednesday, and it'll last until October 9th. And new tonight, the Belmont Community School District will switch to virtual for the rest of the week after a second student tested positive. According to a post from the superintendent, the student attends the middle and high school building and rides the bus to school. Officials said a maintenance crew will disinfect all classrooms, common areas, and buses throughout the week.
A conservative law firm asked a judge today to immediately put an end to Wisconsin's mask mandate, arguing that Governor Tony Evers doesn't have the authority to issue such an order. Attorneys for the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed the request in Polk County Circuit Court for an immediate injunction to declare the order invalid and void. A court hearing was scheduled for October 5th to consider this motion. Starting next week, the Wisconsin National Guard will no longer be conducting tests at the Alliant Energy Center. They are being redeployed. Now, Public Health Madison and Dane County will be taking over in that role. Tests will still be free and people can still pre-register or just show up. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says the county has a goal of providing 10,000 tests per week.
Now is critical. It's always been important, but particularly since we've been seeing such an uptick in cases and we're moving into the fall and the winter where we're very concerned about the possibility of that second wave coming and maybe even more cases than we experienced earlier.
There will be new hours when the county takes over. The testing site will be open Tuesdays through Saturdays, and the state will reimburse the county for the cost of operations.
New tonight, according to the count by Johns Hopkins University, the worldwide death toll from the virus has now topped 1 million. This comes just 9 months into the pandemic. More than 200,000 of those deaths are here in the United States. The Washington Monument will reopen to the public on October 1st after a 6-month closure. The public will be able to access the monument 7 days a week from 9 until 5, with tickets available online beginning September 30th. There will be new cleaning and safety measures in place to protect staff and visitors. According to the Department of the Interior, the Washington Monument was one of the last remaining National Parks Service entities that was still closed because of the virus.
Here's a live look downtown. The Capitol beautifully lit on what has been a chilly start to this work week. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is in the Weather Center with our first warn forecast.
Well, the clouds really helped keep temperatures down today. They only reached the upper 50s here in Madison, and there were a few showers. The time lapse of the WIC Skycam from our Skycam looking back toward the Capitol for a different view showed just mostly cloudy skies for much of the day. Doppler track, though, shows those showers have pretty much dissipated over southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today, as I mentioned, upper 50s for the most part. Madison topped out at 59. Janesville did hit 61, as did Parscale. Prairie du Chien was at 60 degrees, but everybody else was in the upper 50s. Current temperatures are now in the upper 40s. Madison's dropped to 49, Janesville at 48, and by tomorrow morning we'll be down to about 42 with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow those skies will turn mostly cloudy. There is a slight chance for a shower in the afternoon. High temperature at 58 degrees. If you like this kind of fall weather, get used to it. It'll be around for the rest of the week. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. The former Louisville police officer charged in connection to Breonna Taylor's killing pleaded not guilty today to 3 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment. Brent Hankison was fired from the Louisville Metro PD back in June for his actions during this raid on Taylor's apartment. Hankison's lawyer asked the judge to let Hankison keep his gun because he has seen death threats online, but the judge did not grant that request, in addition to the $15,000 bond. No officer who took part in the raid is charged for Taylor's actual killing. President Trump's former campaign manager remains hospitalized following a disturbing incident at his Florida home.
Police in Fort Lauderdale were called to Brad Parscale's home Sunday by his wife, who says he had multiple firearms, was abusive, and threatened to harm himself. Elise Preston reports.
To the ground, man. Newly released body cam video shows the moment President Trump's former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, was tackled to the ground by Fort Lauderdale police.
I didn't do anything.
Officers arrived to Parscale's Fort Lauderdale home Sunday afternoon after getting a 911 call from a woman who said she heard the 44-year-old arguing with his wife, Candace.
She came out and then she heard the gunshot.
Okay.
And she doesn't want to walk back in.
According to the police report, Candace Parscale told officers Brad has made suicidal comments and drinks and suffers from PTSD. Officers believed he was under the influence of alcohol. His wife said he had several firearms. The police found 10.
Came back out of his office, cocked his handgun, and went back inside.
Parscale eventually surrendered to police.
His name is Brad Parscale.
Parscale had become a prominent figure in the president's circle, running the digital side of the 2016 campaign and becoming chairman of the 2020 re-election bid until July when he was demoted. The Trump campaign issued a statement saying in part, Brad Parscale is a member of our family and we all love him. We are ready to support him and his family in any way possible. Elise Preston, CBS News.
Parscale is being held in a Florida mental health facility under the Baker Act, which allows involuntary hospitalization of those believed to be a threat to themselves or others.
The political spotlight in Wisconsin is getting even more intense this week. The president will make a double stop in a few days. Today, though, it was about his Democratic challenger, Jill Biden, the former vice president's wife, attending an event at Daisy Cafe in Madison to speak with Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes and a high school student from La Follette. The trio promoted making a safe voting plan, whatever way works best for you, and getting out to vote.
Easy to watch what is happening and feel discouraged. But right now, we don't have to watch what happens. We have to decide what happens.
Now, this event today is different from most campaigning we've seen from the Biden campaign this year, which focused mostly on a digital presence so far. The Trump campaign using that as points for them as the president continues to hold rallies in the state despite health concerns. President Trump will be back in the state for a pair of airport visits this week. According to the Trump campaign website, the president will visit the La Crosse Regional Airport at 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. And then on Sunday, the president will then travel to Green Bay, where he is scheduled to deliver a campaign speech at Green Bay's Austin Straubel International Airport at 6 p.m. It'll be the president's 6th visit to Wisconsin in 2020. And new tonight, we are learning the president's son, Eric Trump, will be in Rothschild on Thursday.
President Trump and his Democratic rival Joe Biden are preparing to square off in the first presidential debate tomorrow night at Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio. Political experts say the debate is unlikely to sway undecided voters. They say it is more to make sure each candidate's base turn out in support on Election Day. President Trump said he hasn't spent too much time getting ready, drilling flashcards and videos in between flights on Air Force One. And CBS News has learned Biden is doing both in-person and virtual preparation. This debate begins at 8 p.m. tomorrow. The battle over the Supreme Court moves to Capitol Hill this week, with Republican leaders already laying out a timetable for the confirmation process. The president formally announced his nominee, Judge Amy Coney Barrett, at the White House on Saturday. Now, she is expected to begin meetings with individual senators this week. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham announced confirmation hearings will begin October 12th and expected to last 3 to 4 days. The widow of GOP Senator John McCain is joining Joe Biden's transition team. Cindy McCain announced her endorsement of the Democratic presidential nominee last week. A press release today stated McCain will bring experience as a businesswoman, philanthropist, and longtime advocate for women and children. She is the second registered Republican to join Biden after former VA Secretary Bob McDonnell.
The Madison Clerk's Office says it is no longer accepting applications for Election Day poll workers. In a tweet this morning, the Clerk's Office says 6,000 workers have already signed up for the November election. They say typically they have about 3,000 workers. Nearly 11,000 ballots were turned in over the weekend during the first installment of Democracy in the Park. Stations set up at more than 200 of Madison's parks, giving people another option to turn in their ballots and hand it to an actual person instead of mailing it. People could also come with a blank ballot if they had any questions or they needed a witness to sign it. The event went on despite Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald calling it unlawful, warning the city to not go through with it.
The people who the most concerns weren't City of Madison residents. They were residents of other municipalities in the state of Wisconsin. And I feel like the more important question they should be asking is, why isn't this in their own communities? So rather than asking us why we're doing this for the City of Madison, they should be asking their own municipal clerks, what can we do to get this in our own communities?
Now, just to be clear, no actual ballots were handed out during this event. There will be another Democracy in the Park this upcoming Saturday, same time, 9 to 3 in the same parks.
Still to come at 10, Amazon today announces the dates for its popular Amazon Prime Day. Plus, the Madison Fire Department unveils one of its newest pieces of equipment. Stay with us.
A little ding means more savings now at the Brothers Main Scratch and Dent Floor Model Sale. You'll get more amazing deals for your kitchen, laundry, and living room. Get up to 40% off hundreds of products to make you and your home happier. Want more? How about expert salespeople every day or a risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee? The Scratch and Dent Floor Model Sale means more selection, more savings, and more ways to make you and your home happier. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Come to Menards for everything you need in your bathroom. Check out our great selection of Magic Woods vanities. These vanities are built with superior quality and a unique style to complement your home. Place the finishing touch with a Moen faucet. Moen products are built to last and are resistant to leaks and drips. Right now, all Magic Woods vanities and Moen faucets are 11% off. Finish all your projects at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
Join Anytime Fitness on Tuesday, October 6th during our 12-hour sale and literally only pay what you can. It's our way of helping you get back to making healthy happen. Pay what you can on Tuesday, October 6th at Anytime Fitness.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source. News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Amazon Prime Day is set for October 13th and 14th. Mark it down. The announcement was made today. The two-day annual sales event usually happens in mid-July, but was postponed because of the pandemic. Prime Day is Amazon's version of Christmas in the summer, with sales routinely outpacing Black Friday. United Airlines has agreed not to furlough any of its pilots until at least June 2021. That is according to a pilots union email. United planned to furlough nearly 3,000 of its 13,000 pilots when the CARES Act pandemic payroll support expires on Thursday. The CARES Act provided a $50 billion bailout to keep U.S. airlines afloat. Labor groups and airline CEOs are lobbying Congress for a $28 billion 6-month extension of the program.
The Madison Fire Department has a new lake rescue airboat, and they named it Yapper. It is dedicated in honor of retired Lieutenant Craig Yap. He served in the Madison Fire Department for 24 years, from '82 to 2006, and played a critical role in the leadership and development of the department's lake rescue team that was formed back in 1983. While the department's previous airboat was only used in the wintertime, Yapper has year-round capabilities. It can handle water and ice in the winter, as well as marshy areas and flooded terrain in the summer. The glass fire burning right now out in Sonoma County, California, has made the landscape basically look like the planet Mars. That fire broke out yesterday and has burned at least one winery and threatened at least a dozen others as it grows to more than 11,000 acres. It's already burned several homes. It's threatening thousands of others.
And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi with a look at our first warn forecast.
Yeah, we're just looking at a few scattered showers in the afternoon and evening. The showers that we had this afternoon have moved off to the east and pretty much dissipated once we got past sunset. And this will be the radar trend over the next couple of days. Very similar type looking radar. Three things you need to know in the forecast. We'll see those below normal temperatures continue into early next week. High temperatures this week and through the weekend only in the 50s, and or a couple of days we will be barely hitting 50 degrees. Some showers mainly in the afternoon and evening for tomorrow through Thursday. And then this weekend, especially Saturday morning, could be looking at cold temperatures in the lower 30s. Possibility exists for some frost. So we put an alert day in the forecast for Saturday morning. That's when the best chances for possible widespread frost are. But there could be some patchy frost Friday morning and then again Monday morning of next week with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. But Saturday morning looks like it'll be the coldest. Time lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville shows the cloudy skies, a couple of passing showers, and every once in a while just a peak or two of the sun. But as we headed towards sunset, the skies really cleared out, and we've got partly cloudy skies right now. High temperatures upper 50s to lower 60s across the state today, and you can see on weather track the northerly wind flow aloft that just brings down these little waves of low pressure that touch off a few showers in the afternoon and evening. Not a lot of moisture associated with them, so the showers are not very heavy. But the wildfire situation out west, this is not a good sign. Almost no clouds at all. High pressure aloft. That means the air sinks and dries out and warms up, and they're going to be looking at above normal temperatures pretty much for about the next couple of weeks, and very little in the way of rain chances. Our rain is not going to amount to very much either. It's just going to be these little spotty showers that pop up in the afternoon. Temperatures already cooled into the upper 40s to the lower 50s across the state. And on future track, you can see that northwesterly wind flow bringing back clouds by tomorrow afternoon, maybe a couple of stray showers into the evening hours. Then we'll turn partly cloudy for tomorrow night, and then see the same thing happen again on Wednesday. A couple of afternoon and evening showers pop up. They might linger around a little bit more Wednesday night into Thursday, temperatures on Thursday will probably be back in the lower 50s. And over the next 10 days, here's the average high temperature going from 66 to 62. Our temperature staying in the 50s. And notice Friday and Saturday only at 50 degrees. It's not out of the question that we might not even hit the 50-degree mark. With more sunshine next week, though, temperatures will be back into the 60s. And the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures from Madison westward. The warm air starting expanding out toward the east. The cooler than normal weather starting to shift to the southeastern part of the country. But take a look at how much of the country is expecting below normal precipitation, even by mid-October standards. And unfortunately, that does not help the wildfire situation out to the west. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for skies to become mostly cloudy. Look for a high of 58 degrees. It'll be breezy as well. Just a chance for an afternoon or evening shower. 7 to 10-day forecast calls for those temperatures to remain in the upper 50s to lower 60s through the middle part of the week, and then only around 50 for the weekend. And that nighttime low temperature Saturday morning of around 33 degrees. That's why we have the alert day in the forecast. But next week, at least those temperatures get back up into the 60s, so it'll feel a little more comfortable at that time. And, well, you know, this has been the trend this fall. You know, you have rain one week and then a dry week or two, and then rain, you know, almost the whole week, and then a dry week, and, you know, and same thing with the temperatures, either way above normal or way below normal, and nothing in between.
Someday
we'll get in sync.
We'll get there. Yeah. Now, seeing those lows, that's reminding me I got to bring some plants in.
You've been warned. That's why we put the alert day in.
Yes. Thank you very much, Gary.
Sure.
Well, just ahead in sports, Madison's own Wesley Matthews with a large donation to fight childhood cancer. Why giving back is so important to the Bucks guard. Zach's in next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
During Joe Biden's 47 years in Washington, Made in America was replaced with Made in China. Biden's bad trade deals put China first, and American workers paid the price. Millions of jobs lost to Mexico and China. Donald Trump is the jobs president. He helped create millions of jobs. Factories returned. African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and women saw record gains. President Trump will always put America first.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off frames with any lens purchase.
At Papa Murphy's, we believe Tuesdays should be taken seriously. That's why we need Seriously. We chop seriously and shred seriously. And it's why every Tuesday, you can get a large made-to-order pizza for just $10. Seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays. Even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Great day on the lake.
It is.
Lunch is cooking. And I saved a bunch of money on my boat insurance with Geico.
Are you?
Fellas, can it get any better than this? Whoa. My old hairstyle grew back.
So did mine.
What? I was an 80s kid.
It only gets better when you switch and save with Geico.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Last chance to get great deals on the trucks as tough as the people who drive them. Like Ford Ranger and F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years. What are you waiting for? Don't miss Ford Truck Month. Now get the Built Ford Tough F-150 STX for only $279 a month. Don't miss the final days of Ford Truck Month.
Lately, we've come to appreciate what home has to offer. Right now at Feldco, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That It'll help keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. That's something we've been providing for almost 50 years. Let Feldco get you ready for colder weather. Buy one window, get one free now.
Buy one, get one free ends Wednesday. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Wesley Matthews is known for his defense and three-point shooting, and now the former Madison Memorial Spartan will be forever known for his impact against fighting childhood cancer. Matthews has teamed up with the MAC Fund, donating the largest personal gift from a pro athlete in the organization's history to help with research, patient experience, and to create the Wesley Matthews Family Fund, because for Matthews, making a difference is important.
It hits home because it is about children. It hit home because it is about family, and those are things that are so valuable to me. Helping with resources, helping with aid, helping with just comfort, trying to rid this of existence. I want to do my part in helping my community in any way and in all ways possible.
Trust isn't a word that's thrown around lightly in Green Bay. When Aaron Rodgers says he trusts you, that pretty much means you're in. Allen Lazard earned his quarterback's trust last season, sitting next to Rodgers, asking questions and making plays in practice and in games. Last night, that trust was on display. The Packers wideout caught 6 passes for a career-high 146 yards and a score. And that performance earned him a game ball from Matt LaFleur.
The trust that we have in Allen to come through no matter what the task may be, and he's delivered. And it's fun to see somebody work so hard that maybe people don't always know about, and that they're able to come through. So I'm super happy for him. He's definitely is a guy that has earned everything he's gotten.
In the battle between the last 2 NFL MVPs, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs flexed their muscles against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Mahomes threw for 4 touchdowns and rushed for another to lead KC to a 34-20 win. In his last 2 games, Joe Pavelski has tallied 3 goals. The last one helped the former Badger make history. The goal was his 61st playoff goal of his career. No other American-born player has scored more goals in the postseason than the Plover native. Now, he was hoping for a couple more goals tonight, but fellow former Badger Ryan McDonough said, "Not tonight, Joe." McDonough and the Lightning shut out Pavelski's Stars in Game 6 to win the Stanley Cup. And we're back after this.
Hey, Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
A little compassion goes a long way at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Get up to $400 off stressless recliners and office chairs, plus save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. Now's the perfect time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort and beauty of stressless seating. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
This is our chance to put the darkness of the past 4 years behind us, to end the anger, the insults, the division, and start fresh in America.
I don't pledge allegiance to red states of America or blue states of America. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I'm going to fight as hard for those who supported me as those who did not support me. We have a chance to put anger and division that overtaken this country behind us. And we can. We've done it so many times in our history. We've begun anew. We can get control of this virus. We can reward work. We can make healthcare affordable. We can be a safe and just nation. We can deal with the existential threat of climate change. We can be what we are at our best. One nation, one people, one America. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Last chance to get great deals on the trucks as tough as the people who drive them. Like Ford Ranger, And F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years. What are you waiting for? Don't miss Ford Truck Month. Now get $10,883 in total savings on the Bill Ford Tough F-150. Don't miss the final days of Ford Truck Month.
Right now, get free delivery with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. That's right, get free delivery in September when you order Hy-Vee Aisles Online. You'll find more time slots available so you can get your groceries when you need them. The freshest items, your favorite brands, and the same prices and deals as in store. Plus, unlimited delivery is available with the Hy-Vee Aisles Online membership. Get free, no-contact delivery in September from our delivery partner, DoorDash. Download the Hy-Vee Grocery app today.
Hey, Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Shopco Optical. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, in some entertainment news, Taylor Swift has broken a new record. Her latest album, Folklore, just topped the Billboard 200 for a 7th week, which gives her a career total of 47 weeks at #1 on that chart. It also breaks the previous record for female artists, previously held by Whitney Houston. Adele ranks 3rd. Gary, have you heard this album yet?
Taylor Swift? Actually, I like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Believe it or not. That's
C.W. McCall, Gary.
C.W. McCall is not on the Billboard Top 200.
Not anymore.
I can tell you that. Well, temperatures are already cooling off. They're in the upper 40s here in Madison. We're at 49, 45 in the Dells, 48 in Lone Rock, and by tomorrow morning we'll be down to around 42. Look for skies to turn cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Slight chance of a shower in the afternoon or evening. High temperature at 58 degrees. Have an alert day in the forecast. Actually, that's the wrong alert day. Not for severe weather. We have alert day Saturday morning for the potential for some frost with a low of 33. Some showers over the weekend, but at least temperatures will be back in the 60s for next week. That's something to look forward to.
All right. Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.